Hello and welcome to VLearn. This is Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 24, Financial Autonomy and Accountability of Public Enterprises of Financial Administration. Topics to be covered are Introduction, Concept of Financial Autonomy and Accountability, Tiers of Financial Autonomy and Accountability, the method of ensuring financial autonomy and accountability of public enterprise, status of financial autonomy and accountability, problem pertaining to financial autonomy and accountability of public enterprise, suggestion for ensuring improved autonomy and accountability of public enterprise, financial autonomy and accountability recent trends. First of all, इंट्रोडक्शन. अब क्वेश्चन अराइज होता है कि फाइनेंशियल ऑटोनॉमी होता क्या है और अकाउंटेबिलिटी क्या होता है. बेसिकली जो हमारा फाइनेंशियल ऑटोनॉमी और अकाउंटेबिलिटी होता है वो पीईज का हार्ट कहा जाता है, वो पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन का हार्ट होता है. देयर इज सो move to this particular slide. The extent of financial autonomy and accountability has been at the heart of discussion about improving the performance of PEs. So there have been conflicting views about the right mix of financial autonomy and accountability which can ensure an efficient and effective performance from these enterprises. It goes without saying that there is no well-defined formula available in this respect, which can be suggested to the principal and agents that is required to inculcate an awareness about striking the golden means between the financial accountability and financial control among those who had the reins of government and PEs in their hands. So इस पर्टिकुलर यूनिट में हम लोग वेरियस टायर्स कौन से हैं, इसके वेरियस मेथड कौन से हैं, फाइनेंशियल ऑटोनॉमी एंड अकाउंटिंग के पढ़ने वाले हैं, उनमें कौन कौन सी प्रॉब्लम आती है. सो सबसे पहले मूव टू अवर दिस फर्स्ट स्लाइड, दैट इज अवर कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ फाइनेंशियल ऑटोनॉमी एंड अकाउंटेबिलिटी इन पब्लिक एंटरप्राइज. सो public enterprise, as we all know, are the set up wholly and subsequently owned by the government for the purpose of undertaking activities of industrial manufacturing trends and aided nature. They are government owned enterprise functioning under both central and state government. The public enterprise are corporate bodies set up either under specific act of parliament or under Companies Act. The PEs since have established the public funds are accountable to the public through the parliament. देखिए हम लोग PEs की बात करते हैं तो जो पब्लिक एंटरप्राइजेज होते हैं वो या तो गवर्नमेंट सेंट्रल होते हैं या स्टेट गवर्नमेंट होते हैं. जो पब्लिक एंटरप्राइजेस होते हैं वो एक कॉर्पोरेट बॉडीज होते हैं जो डेट सेटअप इधर अंडर स्पेसिफिक एक्ट ऑफ पार्लियामेंट या तो पार्लियामेंट के एक स्पेसिफिक एक्ट से आते हैं. सो ऑटोनॉमी सिंपल टर्म मीन्स फ्रीडम. ऑटोनॉमी का मीनिंग होता है बेसिकली हमारे पास आज़ादी. आज़ादी किस चीज़ की, अपने डिसीजन लेने की, अपने फंक्शन लेने की. So autonomy is a simple term, means freedom to take decision and function accordingly, while accountability refers to retaining of accounts to some higher authority. The financial autonomy given to PEs means empowering them to take decision on their own in the area of investment management, financing of investment and monitoring the financial performance of respective enterprise based on sound business principle and the wisdom of financial administrator enforcer as investment are concerned. Another thing remaining the same, PEs should have freedom in identifying the project, preparing the detailed flexibility project report, appraising the project, making investment choices and implementing and monitoring them. Now move to our next slide. Next slide contains tiers of financial autonomy and accountability in enterprises. So financial autonomy is a phenomenon external to the organization. In other words, it follows from the environment, government, the functioning of PEs. Thus, there are 6 tiers of financial autonomy. These include Parliament, the government, the Comptroller, Audit Journal of India, the Court of Laws, that is Supreme Court of India, and the higher court, the mass media, the citizen. सो बेसिकली हम इसके टायर्स की बात करते हैं तो इसके 6 टाइप के मेन जो बेसिकली हमारे पास कौन कौन से होते हैं. सबसे पहला था पार्लियामेंट, देन गवर्नमेंट, देन कंट्रोलर, ऑडिट जर्नल, सुप्रीम कोर्ट एंड द हायर कोर्ट, एंड लास्ट मास मीडिया एंड सिटीजन. So the financial autonomy of P is pretend to, सबसे पहले वो pretend करती है मेजर अकाउंटेबिलिटी डिसीजन में. So these include an increase in perceptions, changes in tender procedure, stores valuation and replacement. Second is matter of internal organization. So these include internal audit procedure for ordering materials, delegation of powers, watches and ward supervision over financial transaction, provision relating to disciplinary manner, etc. Next है board financial policies. These are the fundamental aspects of financial accountability. They require plans between those involved by the board and socio-economic aims set up by the parliament. These may include matters pertaining to self-financing, outlines of capital expansion program, and the rate of dividend. Now move to our next slide. The method of ensuring financial autonomy and accountability in public enterprises. So to ensure financial autonomy, both external and internal method have been resorted to. Externally, the government spells out the financial freedom to the PEs in regard to several aspects in their article of association. The limit for investment. देखिए जो गवर्नमेंट है वो ऑटोनॉमी को कुछ हद तक पावर्स भी देती है और कुछ लिमिटेशन भी प्रोवाइड करनी पड़ती हैं. सो बोथ वाज देयर. सो द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मीन्स ऑफ फाइनेंशियल अकाउंटिंग आर फॉलोज. क्या क्या हो सकते हैं? क्लियर फाइनेंशियल प्रोसीजर, एफिशिएंट ऑडिटिंग होनी चाहिए, कमर्शियल ऑडिट बाय प्राइवेट ऑडिटर, प्रॉपर इंटरनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ एंटरप्राइज बेस्ड ऑन ऑप्टिमल क्राइटेरिया and decentralization, appointment of financial advisor, governmental control in exercise through the board of directors, reservation of certain financial matter, audit of PEs by comptroller and audit journal. Next contains status of financial autonomy and accountability in public enterprises. भैया now question arises, फाइनेंशियल ऑटोनॉमी एंड अकाउंटेबिलिटी का स्टेटस क्या है, कहाँ तक वो पर्टिकुलर हमारे बजट के अंदर एक वैल्यू रखती हैं, हमारे अकाउंट्स के अंदर वैल्यू रखती हैं. सो द फाइनेंशियल ऑटोनॉमी इज वेरी मच टॉक्ड अबाउट द फिनोमिनन. देयर आर अ नंबर ऑफ कंस्ट्रेंट ऑन पीईज imposed by decast from the parliament and administrative ministry. For example, DVC Act makes it obligatory on the Damodar Valley Corporation to report on 10 financial matter, obtained approved on 15 financial matter and received direction from the minister on 5 financial matter. As discussed earlier, in the use of servicing the public interest, a minister can always issue a formal directive to PEs. So, Parliament directly exercise control is in a much as its prior approval in required in certain investment in PEs, and in certain cases periodic reportment are to be submit to it. So जो पार्लियामेंट होती है वो डायरेक्टली अप्रूव करती है कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट को पब्लिक इंटरप्राइजेस की, और कुछ इन्वेस्टमेंट को पीरियडिकली चेक करती रहती है, और वो चेक करती है जो उसने बेसिकली गवर्नमेंट ने पास किया है वो ढंग से चल रहा है नहीं चल रहा, कहाँ पे लिमिटेशन आ रही हैं. नेक्स्ट है प्रॉब्लम एंड प्रिटेंडिंग टू फाइनेंशियल ऑटोनॉमी एंड अकाउंटेबिलिटी इन पब्लिक इंटरप्राइजेस. सो क्या क्या बेसिकली इसमें प्रिटेंड करना पड़ता है, प्रॉब्लम को कौन सी को फेस करना पड़ रहा है. सो द फाइनेंशियल ऑटोनॉमी एंड अकाउंटेबिलिटी ऑफ पीई रिक्वायर एन इम्पोर्टेंट प्लेस इन अ democratic countries such as ours. However, as things stand, these are treated as two separate factors of personality of PEs, and often the prescription of the government and PEs on the issue relating to autonomy and accountability difference. An important problem in this context is government inconsistence to get the matter refer to it on the various financial issues and aversion of PEs to disclose the requisite financial information to their principals. Move to our next slide. Suggestion for ensuring improved autonomy and accountability of public इंटरप्राइजेज. देखिए अभी हम लोगों ने प्रॉब्लम डिस्कस की, इसमें बेसिकली किस किस टाइप की प्रॉब्लम आती हैं. नाउ दे आर सम सजेशन कि हम लोग कैसे इम्प्रूव कर सकते हैं हमारी ऑटोनॉमी एंड अकाउंटेबिलिटी को. सो दे आर अ नंबर ऑफ सजेशन. हमारे यहाँ पे एक बहुत नंबर ऑफ सजेशन है. लाइक अ लार्ज नंबर ऑफ पीज हैव बीन कंप्लेनिंग अबाउट लैक ऑफ ऑटोनॉमी. कुछ लोगों के पास, कुछ लोग बेसिकली इंडिपेंडेंस चाहते हैं, बहुत सारे इंटरप्राइजेज. सो दीज आर द सम ऑफ द इश्यूज. सो अब क्वेश्चन अराइज होता है हम उनको कैसे इम्प्रूव करें. नाउ मूव टू दिस पर्टिकुलर स्लाइड. अ नंबर ऑफ सजेशन कैन बी ऑफर्ड टू ensure improvement financial autonomy and accountability in PEs. To begin with, these enterprises should be commercialized. This will be enable PEs to charge economic rates for goods and services provided to their users. This will result in the generation of adequate internal resources and consequent reduction of financial support from the government to fund their operation and expansion needs. In turn, the government control on financial matter will decline dramatically. Now move to our next slide. Financial autonomy and accountability of public enterprise recent trend. So the PEs in India have been set up spending up the process of industrial development. It goes without saying that they will be able to achieve efficiency, contribute towards maximum production of goods and services within a minimum wastage of resources. देखिए अब क्वेश्चन क्या है, मिनिमम रिसोर्सेज को वेस्ट करना है और हमें बेसिकली और अचीवमेंट चाहिए, गुड मैक्सिमम प्रोडक्शन चाहिए, गुड अचीवमेंट चाहिए. सो देयर हैज़ अ लेट but a lot of discussion about the question of autonomy and accountability of PEs, its relationship with the government. So public administration, like relation between government and PEs, managerial autonomy of PEs, financial power in regard to their investment and capital budget and so on. In recommended that the government should be primarily concerned with overall strategic planning and policies rather than day-to-day functioning of PEs, which should be left to the enterprise concern. So similar is written in this particular slide. Now move to our next slide. Next slide contains question for all of you people. At the very beginning, my first question is, what do you understand by financial autonomy of PEs? And second, what suggestion would you offer to strike a balance between the financial control and a financial autonomy of PEs? So today we will wind up our session here. Next we will discuss in our next class. Till then, happy learning. We learn.